Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Human Revolution. Funicular, testicular.
No.
Yeah.
Funicular.
Kick that guy in the dicular.
I can't wait to find out what this object is.
I'm even more curious now because it said that it has a dock.
A dock? I think
Yeah.
you might be right then. Your bet was on diagonal freight elevator, correct?
Yeah, but now I'm thinking that it's some kind of vehicle.
Well, my bet is on, like, cable car, but, like, the suspended kind, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, some high mountain ranges have them. And they don't necessarily always serve as ski lifts, but they can often serve as ski lifts because certain mountains are just shaped all crazy, and blowing up enough of it to put a road or a rail or anything down on is just ridiculous. So they just run cables and go, we're just gonna hang this. We're gonna put some posts. We're just gonna hang this. It's just gonna hang out like laundry because, I
can't believe I opened all those lockers and all I got was a couple stun gun darts because I didn't need the revolver ammo.
go to the dock. I want to see what the thing is.
I'm trying. Gotta proceed with caution.
Yeah.
This is a very bizarre locale.
It is really weird. It does have a feeling of being secret and hidden because they haven't really... It doesn't even look like they've really finished this place. You know, they're just like, we are going to put the flat gray walls here and the standard size door frame here. And we can buy these door handles in packs of 1,000, so we'll use those. So we'll just bolt everything down and it'll work and it'll be sturdy. And that will be all of it. Not that there's nothing admirable about simple sturdiness, but in comparison to all the other spaces that we've been in, they've been at least, like, artfully trashy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more going on. This is just like, this is clean. This is the inside of the finest cardboard box.
Wait. Huh?
Huh!
Wow, I really didn't actually think anybody was gonna path back here at all.
Why would they? We are inside of a cardboard box. There is nothing important here.
Ooh.
So how do you know if you can... Oh. What's that? There was something that was somewhat glimmery.
I'm checking around.
That is a gun.
Why though?
Well, this is the storage room. Why not? You don't know what's in those crates.
Did you see it? It was huge. I think it's another, Yeah, it's a heavy rifle.
Yeah.
With, like, a bunch of bullets. Give me just a second. No, I'm just gonna sell this whenever I get back to town anyway.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I already said, and I meant it, if I have a lethal weapon on me that isn't just the little pistol, then it's gonna be, that laser.
You're invisible. You're invisible. You are unvisible. My goodness. This place is challenging. Because you can't really duck back. There's nothing... It's a cardboard box. I mean, there's not much place to go, really.
It reminds me of some advice from WebDM,
Yeah.
which was, I mean, you know, let the people that want to be sneaky, right? Give them opportunities to do so, because that's why they made that character, right? Don't deny them that opportunity. But then occasionally, maybe plan a heist and then have the objective be in just a bare warehouse.
The well-lit room.
Yeah,
with cameras on everything.
with 15 lights all pointed towards the center of the room. And it's like, well, what do we do about that?
I mean, it's not guaranteed to always work for everything, so. Going back to the gun we just found, you had mentioned something in passing to me about the way that we're playing through this game versus the way that you played through the second one.
Yes.
And you mentioned that you really like playing through games more or less passively whenever the opportunity is given. Because first off, it's a good idea.
Oh, well, it might be more clear to say as a pacifist.
As a pacifist.
Yeah, because not passively like I'm way into idle games.
Right. Yes. So you try to kill as few people as possible and injure as few people as possible.
Over the years, I've caught myself doing that more and more, even with games like Hollow Knight. The last time I played Hollow Knight, I caught myself mostly jumping over or running past enemies because they couldn't really injure me if I did that, if I just moved past them quickly enough, you know?
Well, and so many... It's an interesting subject that we could get into for a while, for sure. But, the reason that I'm bringing it up is that you mentioned that you played this game and that game very similarly, where, tried to minimize any deaths, any injuries, tried to avoid people instead of disrupting them. And, that adds a level of challenge and it's interesting. But you mentioned that after looking back on the story, that you don't think Jensen by the second game would be able to play that way.
Yeah, it doesn't feel appropriate anymore. And I think that there's a reason why.
Is it spoiler town if we discuss why right now?
No, not necessarily. It's just, I think that there's a reason why the Adam in the trailers, I mean, there's a functional reason why he has to be sort of like an Adam for everybody.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So there's a mix of lethal takedowns and non-lethal takedowns, and he'll stun a guy, and then the next unlucky chump will get pinned to the wall with an arm blade.
Yeah, ew.
And I think that like I said, I mean, I think the primary reason why is because he's got to be everybody's Adam. They have to point out, you can do all of this in this game.
Yeah, they have to display the choices available.
Right. How much time do we have left? Because I'm worried, that has to be hackable,
Yeah.
Otherwise they wouldn't put it there. There has to be some way to successfully hack it. But I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to get a big fat alarm.
And then everyone is going to be like, hey, why did we leave that computer unguarded in the corner? Somebody's touching it.
I'll find you, little shit.
This is the computer that they use to watch YouTube videos while they're supposed to be doing other things. That's why it's off in a corner. Yeah, I really like games that give you the option of what most of the time feels like the harder path of just avoiding people. It's so much trickier most of the time to not end up in a position where you have to murderate somebody.
Access granted.
Look who's good at things. Here we go. Back to your hole.
I think I did it, though. I'm pretty sure I turned off... Yeah, they're not showing on the minimap anymore. So I hacked the bot and the camera, and it's all off. And now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and unwind for a minute. You know, a minute times 60 times 24.